are certainly a lot of diet trends on the market, but how about a diet of cookies? My son would
More
love that.
addictions.
Yeah, really. We will hear the story of the father and son entrepreneurial team who founded the $1 Million business. This and much more coming up on Happy Hour. Okay, so can you really shed pounds by eating cookies? Our next guest built their $1 million business on exactly that theory. We welcome Cookie Diet founders Dr. Sanford Siegal, welcome, and his son Matthew to Happy Hour. It's a special Father's Day moment here on Happy Hour. Father and son, welcome both.
Thank you.
Yeah, so first of all, guys, how do you end up starting a business, father and son? My father's a veterinarian. I bet he'd love it if I would join his practice, but it's not going to happen.
You don't want to go there. He's a tyrant, Cody.
I did go there once.
Save me.
It's so true.
All right, so how did the cookies come to be?
Well, I'm going to let the man who created them tell you that story.
Well, I'm a physician. I treat obesity. I've done that exclusively for the last 50 years. But a major problem with patients who are being treated is hunger. And so I started concentrating on how to control hunger. And I was writing a book in 1975 on the subject of foods that are hunger controlling. And I thought, why don't I put this into play? And I engineered what I think is the very first food engineered specifically to control hunger, and that was our cookie.
What are the foods that help you control your hunger?
Well, they're generally high-protein foods, but it's the particular mixture of specific proteins in the foods that are even more effective than the whole food itself. And that's the principle that we placed into our cookie, the particular mixture of what are called amino acids that control hunger.
Well, the problem I end up with on all of these types of approaches to eating is that normal food to me is, say, a sandwich and, you know, a cereal in the morning, a sandwich at lunch, and a steak or a burger or some chicken or something for dinner at night, and some cookies and milk before bed. But I have kids who work for me that now are substituting protein shakes and protein bars for lunch and skipping breakfast, right, trying to control their weight at the age of 19, these interns. Is that healthy?
Is it healthy to control
for these kids
to control their weight? Absolutely,
well,
it's healthy.
Is that the approach they should be taking? Is doing this, doing these health shakes? Do you suggest over time that this is an appropriate, healthy way of managing your weight?
No, this is not a method of maintaining your weight. This is a method of losing weight.
So once you lose weight, you go off this?
Oh, absolutely. This cookie is hunger suppressing, and it is a very effective method of getting people to maintain.
But then the flip side is that any diet, the argument against any diet is that once you get the weight off, you end up no diet is ever permanent.
The way that people use the products, and have for about 33 years now, is they eat 6 cookies throughout the day to control their hunger, and then at night they have a reasonable dinner: chicken, fish, turkey, some steamed vegetables. The point of this is to control your hunger during the day so that at night you can have a reasonable dinner, and that's it. On a low-calorie diet, everybody loses weight. The key is to not be hungry and cheat on your diet, and that's the whole point of this.
And you made millions of dollars with this.
The business is doing very well. Up until about a year ago, and for 33 years prior to that, this was pretty much limited to doctors. About 500,000 people, mostly patients, have used this to lose weight. About a year ago, when I sort of came on the scene, I said, you know, you've helped 500,000 people lose weight in Miami, and a few hundred other doctors have done it in their practices. Why don't we take this directly to the consumer, to the rest of the world, and help millions of people? And it's gone very well in just a year.
Guys, thanks so much for being here. Try a cookie. I got to tell you, the only problem I've got with eating this whole cookie is that since I started this show, I at one point had lost 12 pounds. It's down to 9 pounds. I put 3 back on since I got Lobo.
Since this morning?
No, since I started this darn show 8 months ago. But anyway, guys, cookies are pretty delicious, and best of luck, continued luck, and success with all of this.
And happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day to you both, guys.
And Cody, if you want more, cookiediet.com.
Cookiediet.com. Gentlemen.